Okay. I hope the screen is visible, awesome.
Yes. The screen is on. Yeah.
Okay, and if okay, good to go then.
Yes.
So, in today's session, we are going to understand multiple various topics related with firewall.
Okay.
Ever heard about this term?
Firewall, yes.
So, if I was an interviewer and you were the candidate, and I asked you that define firewall, so what would your answer be?
I would say firewall is it's pretty much like a barrier or layer of protection that organizations set up to ensure the safety of their company.
Okay, we are trying to protect the safety of our company, so
Their
protecting the.
systems, their processes, yeah. Their
Mhm.
assets, yeah.
So
So yeah,
anything that may be valuable to us,
yes.
we can call it an asset. That's right. But what exactly are we protecting our assets? What are the things that we are protecting our assets from?
Oh, we're protecting them from, I guess, intruders, right?
Mhm.
Um,
A better
anyone.
term for intruders. Come on.
I'm sorry.
A better term for intruders.
I mean, threats. I mean, we talk about threats on a bit now.
Absolutely.
Oh, okay. Thought there was some more sophisticated word, but yeah, threats,
Mhm.
uh,
Threats, threat actors,
viruses,
hackers, viruses.
yeah,
Nice.
viruses, worms. I don't know if you want to go through all of the
Mhm.
viruses, worms, um, the people. Yeah, um, I'm not sure if you want to name individuals necessarily, but
Okay.
scammers, right? Scammers, like,
Mhm.
or people that mean harm for your company or organization. Sort
Okay.
of.
So
So,
actually, there are multiple. So people could be insider threats as well.
hmm yeah, insider threats, outsider. Yeah.
Mhm. Can be the part of social engineering as well.
Yes.
So there could be multiple things inside it. But our main focus for today is the firewall itself. This is the topic that we'll definitely cover some other day. But one thing that you mentioned here were virus and bombs. So the first question is, if compared to a malware, what's the difference between these two?
Oh, okay. Malware, I think, is in within its actual. Gosh, I should have reviewed my notes. It's within its actual like software, right? So something that's installed, and then it will, I guess, penetrate slowly over time. Or
Mhm.
is that? Yeah, I think I'm getting the two confused. But I know with the
That's fine.
worm that spread. Okay, so worm spreads over time as one person, transmits it to another person and so forth. So
Mhm.
that takes over time, and that takes actual person to transmit that. A virus, I believe, it spreads on its own. So I think those are the
Mhm.
two differences between that and malware. I believe is within the software, right? Of what's being placed, like Word document or whatever the case may be. If that contains a virus, then that latches onto your computer. I
Mhm.
believe. I'm not sure. Yeah.
Okay, no worries.
hmm
So, first of all, let's start with the very basics, or should I say the definition of malware. So I can divide this term into two different one. We have MAL and WARE.
hmm
So what do you think will be the full form for MAL and WARE?
Malicious. Something mal is
Mhm.
malicious. Where is a type
Malicious.
of utility, like
Mhm. And what
It's,
about WARE?
um, it's where it's like software, like it's a type of, I don't say utility, but a type of, yeah, software.
Malicious software.
Hmm.
These two words combined, we created malware. So off to a good start. Really nice. Now the question is that malware is a malicious software. So virus and worm, are they also the part of malware, or are these terms completely different from one another?
So ask the question again.
The question is the malware, the term malware, in comparison to virus and worm, are these terms same, or are these terms different from one another?
So is malware the same as virus and worm?
Mhm. What do you think?
I would say no, because I know, like I said, with the worm. Oh, actually, maybe. Hold on. Yes, there is. Yes, yes, it is the same. Yes, because yeah, you have to be a software to, yeah, because a worm, it's spread through a software by individuals, sending it to one another, whereas a
Mhm.
virus, it spreads on its own. So they're both malware.
Okay, so virus and worm both come under the term that is malware.
Malware. Yep. Hmm.
So malware is the superset, whereas virus and worm are the subset.
Yes. Hmm.
Okay, that's correct.
Okay.
Now, the last question regarding these two terms, virus and worm, is the difference. As you mentioned, that viruses and worms spread through the computer and all those things. That is correct. But there are two terms. One is virus, another one is worm. So,
Hmm.
what is the major difference between these two? The similarities, of course, they both are malware.
Hmm.
But what's the difference?
So I guess my definition wasn't correct.
Oh, it was. I just asking
Um,
it again so that I could know that how confident you are.
oh, okay, yeah, the difference definitely is, like I said, a worm
Mhm.
is spread through individuals. So if it stops at computer 5 and that person does not spread, sends the link that contains malware, then it
Mhm.
stops at that. Whereas a virus, I believe it spreads organically by itself. It doesn't need a human to human contact to spread it.
Okay. So if I say virus requires human intervention,
Mm, yeah, that's good.
whereas worm doesn't.
Hmm.
Our worm is self-sufficient. Whatsoever the spelling may be. Okay. Now, the virus always needs a host file
Hmm.
to attach with. Think of this as a person who never pays for anything and it is completely dependent upon you or the other friend. So virus will always require a host file and it requires human intervention as well. That means until and unless you actually execute the file, until and unless you execute the file. Now, what the file is? The file is the one that has the virus attached to it.
Hmm.
The virus can't survive alone. It always needs a host file. But until and unless you don't execute it, it is not going to spread. But if you execute the host file, the virus will be executed. I hope that's clear.
Yes, it'll be executed with any, I guess, computers or systems that's attached to that, right? On its.
Absolutely.
Hmm.
Whereas worm doesn't require a host file. Worm is self-sufficient. It also doesn't require human intervention. So, a simple example is if I download a random file, let us say that has virus inside it, first of all, it is not going to spread automatically. And secondly, it is going to be just sitting there waiting for me to execute, and the host file would be different as compared to the virus.
Can
Now,
you when you say host file? Can you just give an example? I think I know what
a
it is. I just to make sure.
host file, think of it, you are trying to download WhatsApp for your system.
Okay. So WhatsApp is the host file.
Yes. So it could be
Okay.
a movie, it could be an application, a software, a photo, a video, a document, anything.
hmm Okay.
So host file is something that we are actually trying to download.
Download. Yep. Okay.
Now, worm is a different case scenario. As soon as you download it in your system, it is going to spread automatically.
Okay. So if a worm doesn't require a host file, so how does
Mhm.
it get into your system?
Okay, there are multiple methods. It could be a phishing link.
So through
Ever-
links. So link
Mhm.
is not a host file then.
Correct.
Okay.
The file itself is going to be worm. Have you ever heard about Trojan horse?
Mm-hmm.
So, what's Trojan horse?
Oh, I heard about it, but I don't know if I remember. But I think I understand the difference. So the host file needs to be downloaded, and needs to be like it's an application, a file. Whereas a link that's on a web, right? So that doesn't
Mhm.
necessarily require a download. Is that why?
Mm, okay. Can I erase the, or should I say clear the slide?
I'm good. I think someone else joins. I'm not sure if they need.
Okay. Mm, okay. I don't,
What? Is the other person there?
I don't know. He's not responding.
Okay, but I'm good then.
Okay. So before we go on to the firewall, we need to understand multiple things, and this is one of them. Now, first of all, let's understand what a Trojan horse is. So the exact story, I don't think I can remember, but instead of the main characters, we can switch it to you and me. So on one side, there was the army of Anmol, and one side, there was the army of Osen. Now they were at war. Anmol had 1,000 soldiers, whereas Osin only had 500. So by default, the loss and the win, you could say, was predefined. So Osin surrendered. She said, Anmol, you won. There is no way we can compete with you. And now that you have already won, I would like to gift you something.
Mhm.
Now Anmol was egoistic. He said, haha, definitely. You owe me everything. Of course, I will accept the gift from you. That showcases my victory. Now Osin made a big horse. I don't know how the horse will look like, so no judging, okay? Something like
Mhm.
this.
Sure.
Uh, no judging, there will be tail, something along those lines. Yeah. Now, this Trojan horse, or it's not Trojan right now, it's just a horse. This was a huge one. Think of it as the size of the room that you are in. It
Mhm.
had wheels, so it was easy to move it. A wooden horse gifted by Ocean to Anmol. Anmol happily accepted it. The horse was inside the kingdom, and everybody was happy and fall asleep. Now here comes the twist. This horse actually had a trapdoor, and inside the horse there were multiple soldiers hiding. That's where the word Trojan comes in. That means something that looks good, that feels useful, but actually has the potential to damage or harm you, or in our case, in cybersecurity, compromise or damage your system. Now, the rest is obvious. At night, when everybody was asleep, the soldiers came out, killed everyone from the Anmol's kingdom, and Osen was the one to take the victory home. So, this is the story of Trojan horse. Now, in the similar manner, if it is a virus, let's just say this is a video or a movie that you wanted to download. What virus will do is it will download along with that movie. That's what virus will do. Whereas the worm, it doesn't need the host file. So this worm will pretend to be the movie. Now, whatever you downloaded was just worm. There was no movie. And as soon as that worm is inside your system, it doesn't require any human intervention. So it will start to spread rapidly to all my system, to all pen drives, to all devices that are connected with me. And if that pen drive once again is disconnected from my system and connected to other, it will spread again. It doesn't require human intervention. Whereas virus will wait for you to execute the movie, to play that movie, and only then it will start to spread. I hope that's clear now.
Yes. Mm-hmm.
Okay, want to take the notes before I erase everything?
Yeah, I think the only thing I need to take is really the Trojan, which is let's do some more.
There are lots and lots of different types of malware available to us, but this session is not the right one to discuss them. We are more focused toward the firewall so that we can actually have the practical in the next session.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, I get it. Thanks.
Okay, but don't worry, this is something that will come back
Mm-hmm.
after the next session.
Okay.
Okay, so should I raise this?
Yes, please. Thank you.
Perfect. Now that we know what we are trying to protect, there's a very basic question that is asked in the interview. So, what's the difference between a firewall and antivirus? So, what do you think is the difference between these two very common terms that we use in day-to-day life?
I mean, just from experience, I would say antivirus is okay. So, I mean, it says in the name is anti, so it's against a virus. So, because a virus is something that requires human intervention, it's applied to pretty much kill the virus, right? Whereas a
Mhm.
firewall, I think, is a defense mechanism. So it's formed proactively um, to assume that everything that,
Mhm.
again, to assume that everything that is potentially looking, assume everything's a threat, right? And you have to confirm whether or not it is, essentially. I think it's the 0 day, or the zero trust, right? So
Mhm.
you create firewalls, an assumption that you have zero trust for anything coming in and out of the company's system. Whereas an antivirus, once the virus is detected, you have to apply human intervention to negate that virus, or
Okay.
resist the virus.
So, if I ask you which comes first, which is the first line of defense, firewall or antivirus?
Definitely firewall.
Mhm. That is correct.
Mhm.
So, firewall acts as the first layer of defense, and there are multiple types of firewall as well. The one that we are going to cover are first of all stateless and stateful, so that we can have a better understanding how the firewall actually works. Whereas The antivirus works once a file has been downloaded locally inside your system. Got it?
Hmm.
So now, of course, antivirus works a little bit different as compared to the firewall. If we get the time, we'll cover that as well. But for the time being, we need to cover the difference between stateful and stateless firewall. So, Osin, just by the name, stateless and stateful, can you think of the difference or the definition? Of course, it could be wrong or right, nobody cares. But would you like to give it a try first?
Um, hmm. I mean, I know what list is. That's
Mhm.
stateless.
Just use your imagination, your previous knowledge, and come up with a definition. It could be absolutely wrong, and there is nobody here to judge you.
I know I've heard of these two terms before, but I just for whatever reason can't remember. Yeah, I really just I don't know. If
Any
you can give me
definition,
an
come up
example,
with a
what's state?
random definition.
I'm sorry.
Come up with a random definition.
I just wish if you gave me a hint of what state means again, in the terms of a firewall, then
Mm,
I would be able to like piece them
there is
understand
actually no direct relation of the word state here. That
with the
is just, you could say, a placeholder, or that's what we named it. There is nothing
right.
directly in
Yeah,
association.
I think that's why I don't remember because it's a bit easier to. Okay, stateless. Okay, well, something is missing something, right? So stateless, it's where stateful, whereas it's full of something, but I honestly don't know.
Okay.
I could look it up real quick, but I was trying to get,
Oh, no, no, no need.
my
That's why
pride.
I'm here.
Yeah.
Okay. So let's start with stateless first.
Mhm.
Now, all good?
Yeah, sorry.
It's fine. So stateless firewall checks the packets individually. Okay, packets is again a new term that we'll cover. But think of this, that this is the entrance to a mall or cinema or any place. And once you enter it, there is a person who will check for the belongings so that you aren't carrying something lethal, any weapon, or something that can damage or harm the property or the other person. That's exactly how the stateless works. It checks the data that is coming inside the system. The stateless is more basic, you could say. There is nothing much to stateless. Now, one thing that we need to understand is the difference between data and packets. So, any idea? Data and packets. I hope you know the difference between data and information, right?
Well, information is pretty much what I think is readable. Well, information is okay. So data, um, I guess is information stored on something like data, like knowledge stored on your system, whereas
Okay.
information is something that could be, I don't know,
A very simple explanation is anything that is useful to you becomes information,
anything that's useful. Okay.
whereas data is something that might or might not be useful. A
Okay.
very simple example, if I take, if I write this here, can you understand this, what I just wrote?
Animal.
So you are able to read my name, correct?
Oh
But
yes.
if I change the language, let's just say I write something like this. Now can you tell what I wrote?
And no.
The answer is no, because this is not English language.
Oh, what is that? Is that Averick?
Oh no, this is my same name in another
No.
language.
Yeah, what language is that?
Oh, this is Hindi.
Oh, Hindu. Okay, nice.
So that's our native language.
Yes.
Now, this is something that is useful. This is something logical. So this becomes information for you.
Okay.
Whereas the other one is just data. But if I taught you Hindi, or if you look from my perspective, both of these terms are information. So it totally depends upon person to person. If that is something that you can call information, or that is useful, or that is data, and that is not something that is directly or indirectly useful.
Hmm.
If I have to take another example, if I ask you what is CIA, would you be able to tell?
Oh, the CIA triad:
Mm-hmm. What is the full form of CIA?
confidentiality,
Mm-hmm.
integrity, and is it availability?
That's right.
Yeah, confidentiality, integrity.
Now, if I ask this to a person who is from, let us say, the medical field or haven't started their journey in cybersecurity, do you think will they be able to answer this?
No.
Absolutely not. But if I teach them, if I take a session, then definitely they would understand what CIA is.
Hmm.
So that's the difference between information and data. Please feel free to ask any questions, any queries, any doubts if you have.
I know that makes sense. Hmm.
Okay, all good to go then. Coming back to data and packets. So, if I say the file is in KBs, ever heard about this? KBS, KBs?
Vaguely, but I might have gone through it. But yeah, I can't
Mhm.
remember.
This is one of the unit in which your data is stored. If you create a document inside your system, it will say it is 1 KB, 2 KB, or 3 KB. That is kilobyte.
Hmm.
If we combine 1024 kilobytes together, we are going to get a MB. That is a megabyte. Ever heard about these terms?
Hmm.
So 1024 megabytes combined together creates a GB, gigabyte.
You can buy your.
How about I combined 1024 gigabyte together? Any idea? It
Mm,
would be a TB. That is a terabyte.
terabyte. Okay.
Now the sizes are huge. We have more as well. After terabyte, we have petabyte.
Mm,
So the units go on and on depending upon the size that we are dealing with.
hmm.
Now comes a challenge. All the files, or should I say a single movie, is at least 4 to 5 gigabytes in size. Now when I share this, the issue comes that first of all, the size is huge.
Hmm.
Your downloading speed will always be in MBs.
Hmm.
Now, if I want to transfer this over a network, either I can send it as a whole, the complete file. But issue with that is going to be if by chance in between there is an error, or if I lost my internet connection, I have to send the complete movie from the very beginning. But on the other hand, if I send it in the form of packets, now packets are the smaller version of data. Think of this as if we convert data into small chunks,
Hmm.
a big file converted into small one. Or another example is if you want to do the shifting. You want to take out a big Almira and send it over. The second option is to first of all take out all the objects, all the things, all the materials that was inside the Almira, shift them separately, and then shift the Almira after that. So that would be the example of packets, converting a large size of data into smaller chunks.
Hmm.
Does that make sense?
Yes.
So that's the difference between data and the packet. Those are all the units. You can take the notes if you want to, and we can continue with the stateful firewall.
Okay.
Want to take the notes or should I just clear the screen?
Um, I mean, I don't really understand the whole different sizes, but I wouldn't really need to commit that to memory, or should I?
Actually, that's a very basic and a good thing to have because
Okay.
that's how all your files are stored inside your system.
Okay. All right. So I'll make sure to make a note of that. Okay.
Mhm.
So I'm good. Thank you.
So if you want to purchase a storage, let's just say you are in the market and you want extra storage, or should I say, in your device, how much storage is there? The options are 128 GB, 256 GB, 512 GB, 1 terabyte. These are the options that we get in the Apple devices.
Mm-hmm.
So that's exactly what the gigabyte is. So that are
Okay.
the units we use in the tech industry to measure the data or the storage.
Mm-hmm.
So that's why it is not important because important is something that is different. This is something like the very basics.
Basics. Yeah.
As if I was explaining, what do we understand by a name? Name is something that you call a person, and the name could be something that their parents or his or her parents must have given to him. Now that's
Yeah.
very obvious. Is it important? Not so much. Nobody's going to ask you the definition of a name, but is it something that you should know? Of course.
Okay. Makes sense.
So good to go.
Yes, I am. Mhm.
Okay then. So antivirus no longer required. Data packets are done, and we were able to cover the stateless firewall. Do let me know if you want me to repeat the stateless firewall, or are we good to go?
Well, I do want to. Okay, so because I'm not sure if I got clarity on the state list. I know we talked about data information, different sizes of data storage. State list is checks packets individually, where stateful it checks it all in one.
Oh, stateful is something that we haven't covered yet, but yes, your
Okay,
guess
so
is right.
state list. Oh, okay, checks packets individually, and I guess when you say checks packets individually, oh, okay, now I think I remember from my studies. So when as it's going through the firewall, it has to check it individually to see whether or not there's any viruses or anything like that.
Mhm.
To and then if it does, then there's another step or level that it moves it to. Right? Okay.
Absolutely.
Kind of. I'm trying to remember.
It's fine. It's fine.
Yeah.
So, one more example for stateless that will make it crystal clear.
Hmm.
Imagine all of us are going to enjoy in a party. Okay. So, this is me, this is Ganesh, this is Osin, and let us say we have other people as well, not considering them. Now, we know that there are some things that are prohibited inside the party. Now, what stateless will do, stateless will check us individually. Or I will say, okay, this is a speaker that you are trying to bring inside, but the speaker is not allowed inside the party. So the stateless will be able to tell, oh, this object is not allowed. Please don't bring this in. So now we are very unhappy or sad. We want to bring the speaker in. So instead, what we did was we broke the speaker down into multiple separate parts. So let us say inside the speaker there was a first of all a case, then the actual speakers that produce the voice, and then we have all the wiring. So we broke the speaker down and we are ingenious, so we'll be able to put it back as well. Just an example. So
Hmm.
now Anmol was holding the chassis, Ganesh was holding the actual speakers, and Osen was holding the wiring. Now, if the stateless firewall will check us, it will be like, yeah, these are just normal wires, you can't do anything. Yeah, you can bring them in, that's fine. Then the other person bring this cone-like structure. The stateless was like, okay, I don't know what the purpose is, but yeah, this is not something that is prohibited here. And lastly was a case, I said, yeah, maybe if we want to do shopping or just holding thing, I can use it as a tray. And stateless was like, okay, that's fine. But when once we were inside the party, we combined them together and we had a complete speaker.
Mm.
Now that's how the hackers
Yeah.
also do the same thing with the malware files. So let's just say we had a virus.txt.
And I'm sorry, what would you call me, you, and Nash? Like, what would you call us? Your check,
Packets.
packets. I'm sorry. Yeah. So.
We are all data packets traveling on the internet, traveling on the network,
Virtually.
trying to get away from the firewall.
Right. Got it. Sorry.
It's fine, it's fine.
Okay. Mm-hmm.
Good to go?
Yes. Mm-hmm.
Okay. In the same manner, now we are speaking a little bit technical. Now the virus.txt includes the complete virus inside it. But the stateless will be able to tell that yes, this is a malware. So instead, a hacker is going to divide this virus into multiple files. It will make v.txt, i.txt, again an example, r.txt, and so on. And once we are inside the system, these all will once again combine together to form the virus. This is how we avoid the stateless firewall. I hope both the technical and non-technical explanation is good to go.
Oh yeah, that's a really good example. Thank you.
Okay, so that was the reason we introduced the stateful firewall.
Yeah.
Stateful firewall has a memory.
Mm-hmm.
It can remember the packets that goes inside or outside the system. Now, in the same case scenario, when we were bringing the speaker, think of a security guard that can remember. Okay, you are bringing the wires of some things that I don't know right now, but can you hold here for a moment? Can you stop here, please? You look suspicious. Like, why would a person bring wires? The second person bring these cone objects. It was like, this might be something that could be used. And the third packet came with a chassis.
Mm-hmm.
Thanks to Stateful having a memory, it can combine all these objects together and block all three of us saying that, yes, this is a speaker and I got you. You are trying to bring in by disassembling or dismantling the specific object. In the same manner, even if the hacker try to divide a malware file into small packets, even then the stateful will easily be able to pick it up. So that's the difference between stateless and stateful firewall.
So just for a point of clarification, so it checks packets as a whole, or is it more so it just remembers? Is it still checking individually, but
Oh, of
it has
course,
memory?
stateful is the combination of stateless and the other features. So of course, it will check the packets individually first and also have a memory. So can combine the other packets as well to
Oh, because
figure
of
out.
the memory. Got it.
Yes.
Okay, that makes sense.
Think of
So it's not
this.
necessarily it checks as a whole. It checks individually, but because it remembers, it
Mhm.
can then put it together as it's checking individually.
Exactly.
Before
Now
when
what
you
happens is in simple terms, when we have the sessions, I remember what we covered previously. It's not as if we are covering all the syllabus together in a single session. We are having multiple small sessions, so it is easier for you
right.
guys to remember. And same goes for me. So stateless would forget, okay, what did we do in the previous session? I have no idea. Whereas stateful will have the memory of all the individual sessions, plus can combine them together to create an advanced topic.
Okay. So are you so why would anyone still have a stateless
They won't. That's
firewall?
the fundamental. That's the very basic.
Okay. So essentially most firewalls are stateful at this point.
Yes, they are the combination of stateless and stateful. So they check the packet individually, plus they check the packets after combining them together as well.
That's what you're saying. So you always have to start with stateless, and then as you get
Exactly.
repeat or history, then yeah, it evolves to stateful.
The same manner that why do we need to learn ABCD once again? But when we were the kid, the beginning was learning the alphabets. Then slowly and gradually we were able to advance it.
Advanced, yeah.
So will any of us want to learn ABCD once again, the alphabets once again? The answer is no. We already know it. But if we were starting
Mm-hmm.
from the beginning, then we needed to understand those as well. So
Okay, so
stateless was the very beginning of the firewalls. Yes, please.
yeah, that's what I was thinking because initially I was thinking them as separate two different firewalls, but it's really it's a it evolves, right? So you start
Yes.
with stateless as the foundation, but it
Mhm.
evolves to stateful, so it's all part of one
Yes.
unit. Okay.
So slowly and gradually the hackers grew. They made advanced techniques. They started dividing their malware into different small files.
Hmm.
And so did we. We said, okay, if this is the technique that you are going to use, we are going to evolve as well.
Right. Be more comprehensive. Okay.
Exactly. Any other question?
No, thank you.
Okay, so should I clear the screen?
Yes, please. Can you just give me 1 minute? I just need to get my
Sure.
board right out. Okay.
Good to go?
Yes, I am. Thank you.
Okay. So let me clear the screen. Now, just like stateless and stateful, we also have IDS and IPS. So IDS stands for intrusion detection system, whereas IPS stands for intrusion prevention system. Now, just by the names detection and prevention, can you guess what would be the difference between these two?
Um, hmm. Okay, so I intrusion detection. So intrusion detects it detects is not preventative is react it responds,
Mhm.
whereas IPS is preventative. So it's preventative, and it puts things in place prior to um, yeah. So that's essentially it. ITS detects after the incident has happened. IPS tries to prevent the incident from happening or occurring.
Mhm. So think of this, that IDS is only able to detect.
Okay. Yeah.
Just imagine this is me and you are trying to rob me, but I can only see you. Let's just say I am unable to move for some reason, maybe You have already tied me up, my hands and my feet, so I can't move. So that is detection. I can scream, I can alert everyone around me, but
Hmm.
I myself can't do anything. That is detection system. Whereas prevention system is again the same example, but instead, now I am completely free and I also have, let us say, a slagger or a stick or something to defend myself. But in this case, I am blindfolded. And let us say I'm wearing a pair of headphones as well, so that I can't see or can't listen what's happening around. So, do you think in the first case, will I be able to defend myself?
No.
Okay, what about in the second case?
Definitely, you're ready for the battle.
But as I mentioned, I'm blindfolded, plus I'm
Oh,
wearing the headphones so that I can't see or I
for
can't
the
listen to
prevention?
anything. Mhm.
For prevention?
Yeah, prevention means I can prevent, but I'm unable to detect.
Oh. Hmm.
If I can't detect who the other person is, I won't be able to prevent.
Oh, so
And
you need
if
both
I can
systems
only
together.
detect, I won't be able to prevent.
Yeah, so you need both of them together. You need them both to work together.
Exactly. And that's the question the interviewer loves the most. They will ask you, which is more important, IDS or IPS?
Mm.
Now, people will think, prevention is more important as detection is something that we can forget. The answer is no. That's a trick question. Both of them are equally important.
Mm-hmm.
So, in simple terms, that was IDS and IPS. Same goes for technical as well. Intrusion detection system will detect the malware and prevention system will prevent it. So this is something that is really, really important regarding the firewall. Good to go.
Yes. Mm-hmm.
So no questions, no doubts, no queries up until now.
That makes sense. I mean, if we're saying that they only detect, they only prevent. So, okay, I do have a question. So,
Mhm.
it seems like IPS is dependent on IDS,
And
essentially.
IDS depends upon IPS.
If they want, yeah, if they want to do something about it. Yeah, okay.
Mhm.
So why
So,
it's a separate? I'm just wondering why can't they have a super system that does both?
that's a good question. It is
It still works.
exactly like somebody asking me, why do you have a surname and a like first name and the second name or the last name? Why can't you have a single name combined?
Well, kind of like what we were talking about with the stateless and stateful, right?
Mhm.
Stateless is the foundation, is just they check the packages, but eventually evolves.
Mhm.
So I thought if it's something's gonna, yeah, I don't know, but I understand what you're saying.
So this just naming convention and the way they made it. So that's a really good question actually, and this is one of the question that I won't have the answer for
Oh, of course,
because
yeah.
that's how they have made it into two different terms. So it is easier to understand and easier to implement. But other than that, I don't know. They could
Yeah,
have made a single thing combined together and called it a firewall.
right. Okay, thanks.
Good to go.
Hmm.
So there is one last topic that is really important and we need to cover it so that we can understand firewall in the tomorrow's session or not tomorrow, the next week's sessions. So now that we understood stateless, stateful, then IDS, IPS, we have inbound
Hello.
and outbound.
Yeah, I am doing good.
Now, just from the name,
Hmm.
what do you think is inbound and outbound?
We, yeah, we were
Inbounds is anything within the firewall,
service
and
Hmm.
outbounds is anything outside of the firewall.
hi with everybody. So I
That's
have to
really
change
close. So, inbound is anything
that's
that is coming
internal, so that's different.
inside our system.
So how are
Okay.
things?
whereas outbound is something that is leaving our system.
I'm doing good.
Let's
How
take an
about you?
example. If this is you, this is a door of your house, okay? And there's a random person that is knocking on the door.
Mhm.
So anything that wants to come inside your house will be considered as inbound. Now, do you think that you would randomly
See, I like
agree
your
to
video,
a
but
person who wants to come in, or
well,
would
it's
you
not like
first do the complete information gathering regarding him or her, finding the reason why you are here? Do you know me? Or maybe it's the wrong house? Will you consider all those options?
I'm sorry. I was just writing down. Could you
It's fine, take your time.
No, sorry. What was the question?
The question is, will you easily allow the other person to come inside?
Oh
Or
no.
will you do all the information gathering regarding him or her, why you are here, who you are here,
can you?
what's the purpose of your visit, and all those
I'm not
things?
sure. What is your idea of
Absolutely.
So,
I would
program?
definitely
So I
mhm.
verify and
join.
make sure that
Can you afford it now? No.
they're there for the
What
right
is the
reasons
situation?
So
before
If
that.
I
inbound rules are
proceed for
more
you in the next batch,
strict.
will you be able to join?
Now let's change the scenario.
Mm.
Now instead, there is a person that wants to come in. You are the one,
Next
or
year.
there is somebody else who is inside your house who wants to go out. Now, would you think that you
Sorry.
will ask all those questions?
No, because they're leaving your they're leaving the premise your premises your
Mhm.
premise. But yeah, I don't want to make it too technical, but yes,
You
I
will
wouldn't.
definitely ask how soon you will be coming back, or yeah, take care of yourself. But you will be trusting that
Or
person.
why are you what are you leaving with? I'm not sure
Mhm.
if that's
That could be. But if the person is already inside your place, that means he or she is already trustworthy. You did all your inspection in the inbound rule, because if something has to go out, it first of all had to come in. I
correct.
hope that is
Right.
clear.
So
Yeah,
can
but
you
we're
go
not
through
worried
the
about them
program? Like
taking
this is the
anything
basically
out,
program, and you can
like
start
any
this month.
information. I mean, I think if I might maybe think about it too technically.
No, that
Uh,
is correct. See,
'Cause they're in your side of your house, so
mhm.
yes, you're glad they're leaving, but you're also
Okay,
wondering,
no problem.
okay, what did
You
you
ask and you
pick
let me
up
know.
or take when you were
Mhm.
Why I
inside my
sent you this
house to
YouTube
then
video
bring
now
out?
is because I'm sending
So
everyone.
outbound rules are not that strict, but
My
again,
contact details.
outbound is
So I just
something
sent
that
it to you also.
exists. And that is the exact reason
But
we
yeah,
don't
that's fine.
want the
So
other
if you
person
can, you
to
let me
take
know. I can
something
get you
out
in.
that
Then
is
we have
not
a next
intended.
another cohort started.
Right.
So if I want to come
You
in your
have another
place,
cohort
you
starting in
will
this
ask me,
month.
okay, who you are? I'm your trainer.
So
Okay, I
if
know
you
you,
can
but
pay
why
and
do you
start,
want to
you
come?
let me
Why do
know.
you want to
Otherwise,
meet me?
that's totally fine. Okay.
Right.
But if let us say the reason is genuine, I'm here to give you the notes. Okay, please, sir, come in. Yeah, we are
Okay.
having chit chat, gossip, and now say, yeah, I want to leave now.
All right. Okay.
Now
Sure.
all those
I'm in the
questions
call.
doesn't exist. You will be like, okay, you are just continuously observing me that okay, he didn't take anything that was not intended. He didn't steal anything. He's just leaving my house. Yeah, that's fine.
Okay.
So that would be much more lenient as compared to the inbound rules.
Yeah, that's true.
So this is something that we are definitely going to use in the next session as well.
Okay.
So what we covered was stateless, stateful,
Mhm.
then inbound, outbound, and IDS and IPS.
Mhm.
I hope that is clear.
Mhm. Yeah, this is very clear. Thanks.
Okay. Hey Henry, how are you?
I'm good. I'm good.
Busy with the work?
Yeah, I'm busy. I'm driving now.
Oh, okay. Drive safe, man.
Okay. But I will be here for now.
Okay, that's absolutely fine. So we did cover some of the topics regarding the firewalls. We were understanding what it is, how it works, how in comparison to firewall and antivirus, what the difference, and all those sort of basics and fundamental things that we are going to use in the next session. That is going to be our practical one. Okay, awesome.
Mhm.
Now, even though we are going to cover what firewall is, there would be a slight issue because this is something that we are going to do inside the Windows operating system.
Mm.
Did you get the opportunity to try the virtualization? Maybe try installing the Windows OS inside that virtual box?
So yeah, so I'm actually using my second computer. For whatever reason, my first computer is not working. So
Oh,
I'm actually, after this meeting, I'm going to Best Buy to check it out. I'm not sure if I downloaded something I wasn't supposed to. Now I'm a
okay.
little like nervous, like So I don't know. I may if I have to get another computer, I may switch over to Windows just so
Mm.
I can be on the same page with everybody else. But yeah.
That would be much more useful. And again, this is a personal suggestion, nothing or disrespectful or anything against Apple. But yeah, they also use Linux, and that could be sometimes a bit restrictive trying to protect you, like a overprotective parent, you could say.
Okay.
So instead of letting the child out, they say, no, you have to always chain because there's a chance that you could be a part of an accident, which is true. You could be, of course, but the solution is not to just keep him or her inside. It's about teaching the rules, the traffic rules, the regulations,
Okay.
and when you should cross your road, whom should you be, and so on. So same goes for Windows OS as well. And that is something we are going to cover in the next session.
Okay. So a basic Windows is would work like a
Yeah,
basic.
any Windows operating system would work. Don't go for a Chromebook. Chromebook has their own type of operating system inside them.
Okay.
But any other works as long as it has a Windows OS. What you can do is you can directly connect with me. You can message me as well. Or,
Okay.
of course, Ganesh is also there. We both are from almost the same domain, the technical domain.
Mm-hmm.
So I believe we both will be able to guide you regarding a basic laptop, and yeah, you will be good to go.
Yeah. Okay. Maybe this is meant this happened for a reason. But okay.
Everything happens
had
for
the
a reason.
computer for 4 ye- I mean, I had the computers for about 4 years, but I was just like, come on, now you want to decide to die on me, but okay.
Okay, that does make sense. So
Yeah.
Henry, I know you were not there for majority of the session. We are almost at the conclusion part. If there is
Yeah,
anything that you want to ask,
can I
please feel free.
get the video?
Oh, definitely, Ganesh.
Yep, definitely.
Okay.
I'll send Henry the video recording. We'll be uploading it to the Google Drive, but I'll send Henry the separate link.
Okay, thank
Absolutely.
you.
We'll be in
So
touch
yes,
on WhatsApp, Henry, and yeah, I think if Anmol doesn't have anything else, we can conclude for today. And Osen, yes, I've seen your messages. Sorry about not replying. I'm
And
really
I hope you
sick.
feel better.
I'm really sick going back and forth to the doctor's office. But yeah, hanging in there. I'll send you the updated documents and I'll grade your assessments as well. And you are in touch with Pravina. She would be applying for you. And I believe the other students are also in touch with her, but maybe they're busy today. They didn't join the session. I've messaged them separately. But anyways, everything is going according to plan. And once we see some interviews coming in, we'll hop on separate calls to get you better ready for these interviews. And we'll most probably land you a job within the next 4 to 6 weeks.
Oh, that'd be great. Thank you.
Awesome. Anmol, anything else?
no, that's everything from my end. And if it would be possible for you, Ganesh, you can hold back after the meeting.
Sure. Yep. No worries.
All right. Thank you. Feel better.
Thank you.
Thank you, Demo.
Thank you, Asan.
When am I
Take care.
Take care.
when
Bye.
am I getting my own job?
Your own job when you join and do the work, man.
No, I wanna go into IT.
Definitely. Yeah. We'll talk about
I'm
it.
just procurement manager now. I wanna go into IT.
Okay. All right. So can you stay back and Hossein, if you.
Okay, thanks. Bye.
All right. See you. Bye. And we'll talk with Anmol. Henry, yeah, go ahead. Give me a background, man. What do you do?
So I finished when I was in Nigeria. I finished on supply chain.
Mhm.
So now I'm in Canada. I did international